Welcome, fellow traders, to my channel. I'm Collins. Yeah, and I'm going to walk you through how to make analysis in the forex market. So this video is actually targeting beginners. If you are new and you don't know what to do, and even if you also already you have a knowledge in trading and you've gotten to the stage where you need help, at least you want to follow me. My system is purely SMC. Yeah, smart money concept. Yes. And I've learned to add just one indicator which actually changed or has helped to boost my strategy for uh these few days. It has really been helping. Yeah. So if you are a trader too and you use it as a confluence, it's going to help. So for us to start, we have to log into Tradingview. So you just type in Tradingview like this, tradingview.com. To press enter. So it will be like this. You have this window open, and once it's done, what you have to do, if you are new, you have to sign up. So here I can click sign in because I already have an account. So if I click sign in, this is what will come. So a new user will go to this page, this tab, sign up, and it will come like this. And then if you have a Google account, you can just click on the Google account. Then you register with it. The process is very simple. Once you start, you are going to see how it will be. Yeah, but I'm just using the sign in option because I have an account. So once you are done creating an account, then you sign in. I will just sign in with my Google account. So with this, I will just hit on my email. Yes, I've registered with this particular email. So once I click on it, you see that it has logged me in. All right. All this thing, I don't use it. So what I'm actually interested in is this particular place. If you log in for the first time, when you click on this, like you are going to see in the window like this, here will be hidden. So what you have to do is to click on the first one, the watch list, the details and the news. So when I click on it, it's like this. Okay. So what actually is showing here are the pairs. Like in Forex, we trade pairs. As I said, with time I'll come with a video on it with an intro to Forex. So this one, like British or the pound US dollar, when you click on this, it will just update the window here with the details there. So if I want to see the graph for, I'll just click on the full chart. Yes, so I'm just done with the full chart. I'll click another one, the arrow, like another chart will come, DXY. So DXY2 is here. Then Bitcoin, like clicking any of the pairs will actually update this particular window with the information on that particular pair. So that is it. And if you want to add any pair, like if I want to add gold, I'll just click here, plus. So gold is XAU USD. XAU representing gold in the US dollar against that is the dollar. Yes, and assuming I want to add gold, then you look at the broker. The broker is the company that is helping you to illustrate the forex market. They are taking your trades, they are placing your trades in the raw market, and also they are offering you the demo account. So if you are registering, you see that at least you register with one of these, Rwanda, Pepperstone. We have many different companies. Yeah. So depending on the broker, you just choose. So we have the forex.com, the capital too. So good, you see, we have another good, but here is coming from another capital.com. That is, we have found JPY Rwanda. All right. To make my video simple, let's go to what I want. So if I want to add any pair, assuming I want to add good, I'll just click add watch list and it will appear to be part of the list here. Okay, so that is it. XAU USD, that is what is there. And let me add, I want a clean chart, so maybe I can add Euro USD. It's already added, so I can add it. So pound from Rwanda, let me click on it. So it has been added here. All right. So this way, the new page that I added, I just added. And the go to, this is good. Because I already have it, when I click on add, it didn't update, but at least it's still here. And this one too, the pound, I can see that the pound, the chart is here, which is very simple. Yeah, if you want to delete any pair, this is NASDAQ, NAS 100. It is one of the very pairs I also trade. Yeah. So assuming I want to delete something like gold, so you just click here. You see that the delete button. You click on it and it will be deleted from your list, though it's here. So when I click on the pound is here. Now gold is nowhere to be found. If I want it back, you just click on the add symbol again. Then you go through the same process and you add them. Okay. So this video is actually to introduce you to the basics, how to use the tools in Tradingview. That is why I'm just focusing on navigation. You going by it. Yes. So for now, the basic tools that we'll be using as we move ahead is will be basically what I'm going to introduce you to, what you'll be preview to today. All right. We have this triangular box, but before you can have this here, they are all found on this tab. Yeah. So around this particular tab, you are going to see all of them. And whatever you want, whenever you highlight on it, you see that this arrow will come. Once you click on the arrow, all the tools that are available will be there. I have the Fibonacci. Once you need a particular tool like this, so when I click on it, the Fibo is the same. You can see that the this Fib is here. This one, Fib retracement, that is the one here. So when I click on this, you see that once this is on start, it is going to vanish from this pane or this tab. So like this, is gone. You can see that it's no more there. But if you want it back, you just click on it and the Fibo will come again. So here it is. You can just drag it and place it at where you want on this particular tab. And the rectangle tools too, we have some line drawing tools around. So we have the trend lines, the info line, the extended line. Any of them. Mostly I use the trend line, so you just click on it and the trend line will come. The ray, that mostly is not that important, but if you want to use it, depending on what is good for you, you just click on it. The horizontal ray, you see that it is here. I've started, so that one too is there. So you can just go through and at least familiarize yourself with the tools. So this one too, I just want to show you where I got mine from. We have the channels. This one is meant for drawing channels like this. So when I draw it like this and I click here. So this like purely for uh, Fibonacci retracement. I'm not going to use these tools a lot. The few ones that I have, that is what you want to use. So maybe I have this drawn. Once you click on it, you see this. If you want to delete, you click delete and it will go. That is it. All right. So this one too. Let's go to the next one. The Elliott waves. All these, you can see that I don't have any of them starred, which means they are not of that relevance to me. This one, the long position and the short position. The long position, you can see they are all here, and the short. So they are start. That means I'm using it, as explained earlier. And the price range, if you want to see the price range too, so once I click on it, something like this. from here to here, it gives me the range. You understand? All right. So you can also use it sometimes for measuring certain dips and pips, and also the bars involved. Yeah, and also like in certain targets, mostly sometimes it's very important in that manner. I usually don't use the brushes. So here we have the arrow. By the most important thing, we have the path and the rectangle and the circle. This circle, they are all here. The circle is here, the rectangle and the path. One of my favorite tool is the path. So you should make sure at least you highlight it. And we can go to the other ones. Here we have the text. The text is also meant to, at least if you want to type something on the screen. So that is the text. When you click on it, you can just drag it around. Click and drag. All right, so that is it. So I just want to delete this. Click on this one too and delete. All right. This is going well. I believe you are following. Yeah. And here, if you have any comments, you can also use the comment section too. The call out is like an extended. So here, when you click on it, you can extend it here. Then you type waiting for price reaction at this zone. That is it. So you are done with your comments. It just makes your, especially if you are the type that actually analyze the market, push updates for people to follow. Yeah, this is also good for you. Once you try using these things, they are very, very helpful in a way, like for you to communicate better to your audience and all those interested, just to make your presentation better. The emoji icons, so we have the emoji. So depending on your emotion, maybe you place a trade here, it hit a stop loss and it went against you or went to the direction that you didn't like. You can just show this here, like just to put an emotion to the chat, let people feel what actually is happening. And all these are meant for presentation. All right, so in general, once you go through all of this, you are going to know where the tools are. And the ones that I just want to expose you are the few ones here. Yeah, and basically, I'm not even going to use all of them. Just for presentation sake, I'll just be using few, very few. And with time, you are going to know the tools that you'll be using a lot. So you just delete all of them. All right. To go on with the tools with what we've selected so far, just for you to understand. Mostly with trading or uh with this kind of analysis, what you do is to define your point of interest. Yes. You have to know when to enter in the market, where to exit in the market. Yes. And some things or guidelines to follow. Yeah. So once you have all this in place, once you have all this aligned, that you know what to do. But for you to do it, you need certain tools here for your analysis. So with this one, let's say the rectangle. Because it is for the first time. Yeah, so you just click on this rectangle. I can see that around this place, with time you get to understand why I'm marking this zone. If I want to mark this place, draw a rectangle around this zone, and wait for price to come to this area. When price at least hits for the first time, when the price came to this area, maybe I want to place a trade here and target this place. And you see, once it hits here, at least because this zone has been marked or I've drawn with a rectangle, it just give me the simple view of it. Yeah, just to let me know that that is my area of interest. So you can draw as many as possible. With the analysis that we will be doing, that will be what will be that will be our focus. So here too, you can draw this place. Yes, with these rectangles. Okay. Another thing is, if you want to use this path, one of my favorite tools is to use this particular path. The path is actually meant for, you see how the shape is something like a zigzag. So when I draw something like this, maybe I followed the market for a while and I realized it was moving a particular pattern, which, so from here to I come here, then here you click where you want to at least analyze. You just click as an anchor point, then you place that anchor point there. Then another part. So I've seen the price is actually following this manner. So that is the swing star. Here is a higher high. Then we have the low. Yeah, higher low, a higher high, higher low. You understand? It's making some series of higher highs and higher lows, which means price is actually coming down. And these are the points that I'll be targeting. If I'm trading, then I'll be waiting for at least price to be reacting around this zone. When price gets to these zones, I know this will be my entry point. So I'll just use a rectangle and draw all those points. So that is for just for the rectangle and the usage of the rectangles and the path. You can also change the color of the tools. Once I click on this two particular tool, if I click on this like this, you see that it's highlighted. You understand? And once it's like this, you can click, either you double click on it. Okay, this one, if you double click on it, nothing is showing. Okay, it has shown. So once you double click on it, it comes like this. So you can click on visibility. This actually shows the time frame. If I talk about the time frame, here like 1 second, 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day, we have weeks. Each of these candles that you see, if you look at this tab, I have 4 hours. Yes, it means each of these candle represent 4 hours. If I click 2 hours here, this chart is updated, and it means each of this candle is representing 2 hours, and it is giving me an information based on what is happening in 2 hours, a summary, what is happening in 2 hours. So if I move to 1 hour, this particular time frame, you see that this is what is actually also happening in the 1 hour time frame. You can go as much as just seconds, some few minutes. Yeah. If I click on the 15 minutes, that is what I have here. If you want any of these things to appear, you see here we don't have 1 minute. If I want it to appear, I'll just click here and the 1 minute time frame will come. Actually, I don't need the 1 minute. Many traders use the 1 minute for a lot of analysis, but I don't use it. So once you click on the start tool, it will just, yes, as you can see, it is no more there. So 5, 15, 30, 1 hour, 2 hours, so like this is okay for me. All right. The ticks, I usually don't use the ticks. Yeah. Once you are following me, at least with time, you are going to be doing what I'm doing. So that is okay. So once you want to add anything, you just click on this arrow here for you to access this particular pin. All right. And the next tool that I want to also talk about is this in the long position and the short positions. So the short, if you say short, it means you want this graph to come down. Yes. If I'm shorting, it means the graph is coming down, or I want price to come down. And if I go long, which is this one, it means I want price to go up. And with trading, if you say you want price to come down, like for this instance, maybe I'm targeting this place. Once price gets to this place here, I want to place a trade and predict that the direction will come down, because once price gets to this point is one of the strongest zone. I'm expecting at least this trend to follow. So when it gets to that part, it will just drop. So like this. Once I have this short position, short means down, I click on the area like this. Then the green part is actually targeting. You see the target where I want price to get to, maybe from there to this place. And also the red part indicates like up to maybe this point, a little above here. So with this red part, it is actually showing me if I lose, like if price should go against my prediction or direction. At least this is the last limit, the stop. And you can see the amount. This is the amount, $750. That's 750 that you see in red at the top here. Yes, that 750 is actually telling you the amount I'll be losing in this particular trade. But you can just set it. The same thing, if you can see, you see that the target, we have the amount under the target, the green section around this side. You see that we have the amount 1,984, which means if I lose $750, I'm gaining 1,984.94. In case I win, if it goes wrong, I'm losing this amount. If it goes right, I'm winning this amount. And the ratio is 3.94. Once you size it, like if I reduce it to like something like this, depending on where I'll be taking the trade or I'll be entering. You said right now, though I'm risking $750, but still we have, and if I win, I'm getting $2,364.12. The ratio is about 5.46 times the loss. The target is 5 times, 6 times what I'll be losing. And this kind of trading is what we actually want. Mostly when you get a good setup, sometimes we target just some few, maybe 1:3. You can continue to, maybe if I want to place a trade here, I can also resize it like this. All right. So that is for the short position. If you want to go long, so this one I can delete it or I can leave it. If I want to go long, long means if I'm expecting price to go up, maybe pay my procedure. So I'll just click on this long position. Then possibly maybe I'm targeting price to come here like this. So once price gets to this zone, let me delete the short. Okay, let me leave it. So once price gets to this zone, maybe I'll targeting from this particular zone to this particular place. So when price was actually descending in this manner, once price got to this place, it triggered, like once it did this one, it triggered my trade and the action started. When you click on it, you can drag it. So you can see that this is it. If I extend it like this, you can see that once price hits this zone, it has been moving like this. So until it gets to this particular target, just click here to resize. Okay, so that is it for the uh, the long position tool. These tools are very important. Yeah, it helps you to know the amount you will losing and the amount you are risking per trade. For each particular trade, what you are actually interested in is what you are losing, because that is where you have control. You think about what you lose. If you lose that particular amount, will you be okay? Can you go on with what you are doing? If you can, that is it. You understand? And it gives you a better psychology, like you have a strong mindset to do whatever you are doing. Yeah, so with this, I just want to, when you click on it, when you right click on this, or once I click on this, here too is there. You understand? So I can just click on more, or let's say the settings. When I click on the settings, we have the input. So the input is here, account. Maybe I'm using, I have, this is $1,000 account. Maybe you bought an account from a prop firm, another firm that you are trading in. You want to use the same account size for your setup. So maybe if for each particular trade I want to raise, here is 25%. Maybe I want to raise just 2% of the account. So the 2% automatically, once I'm done, at least it has to adjust the prices for me here. You understand? If I want to raise just this 2%, all right. The entry price, because I've updated this size, so that is how it's going to be. Let me limit it to the percentage and the account size. And once this is done, it is going to help you with the lot size, automatic lot size, the one that you've been needing. Okay, so now they are telling me uh all right. I believe with time you are going to get it. Yes, this is an intro, so let me limit myself to this part. In no time, once we are through with the analysis, yes, you are going to get the concept very well, very, very well. That is okay. And let me remove it. One other thing is, if you want to use, I want to delete some of these tools. So this is trend line. Sometimes maybe I want to mark a point with a line. Tradingview makes it simple. So like this, you see that when price go to this point, it came all the way down here. So I'm just marking, I want to mark where price broke this point, this line. So I'll just mark here. You understand? Those places are very key to me. Because in no time you are going to see why those places are very key. So here too, I'll just mark this zone. And once this zone is marked, that is okay for me. We move to the next one. Here too, you see this zone is not broken yet. Once I don't have this zone, this line broken, it means once I don't have this particular line broken, it means this particular place is still not strong. I only mark my strong points where from the above or from the below, where price was able to break this level. You understand? Which means here, this particular zone is a strong zone. Once price gets to this point, it has the potential to break this point again. So when price gets to here, it has the potential to come down. And this one too, once I have marked here, I know price from here broke through this level to this particular place. So the same way, if price gets to this place, that is why I mark here. Aside that, there's nothing showing that price can come down. So just wait patiently for market to get there. I wait for my confirmation, then I enter. So these lines are very important. Once you can double click on these lines. Once I double click on it, you can just change the color. So let's see, to red or yellow or something. So this has actually changed. The text, you can just indicate that you want to make sure that the text comes in between, like at the center of it. That is the middle. Text align. If you click on this, you see we have the top bottom. The center is the alignment, so it can just go. If you take this one, it can go to the left or to the right or at the center of it. And this one will just place it. If it is at the middle, at the center, so just push the text up or down or at the middle. So the middle is okay for us. So for this particular line, I'm just indicating as BOS. That is break of structure. Yes. So you can see that the text has appeared. If you click OK, that is all. You can also change the font size to maybe 14. As you can see, it is too big for me, so 10 is somehow good. Then you can bolden it. And also, if you want to italize it, that is how it is. So that is okay. And once you are done with anything like this, like maybe you draw a trend line, something like this, it is okay for you. Next time you want to apply the same thing, you can just click on it. You right click, then you click on template. Yes, once you go, you click on template, then you click as save as. So with the save as, I'm just giving it a name so that next time if I want to use the same thing, it will help. So I just go new BOS. I should have made it BOS, but for the sake of this view, because I have already have a lot already saved. So when I click on save like this, it's saving the system. All right. So like assuming I want to apply the same format, like the color and the label, the text. I want to apply the same thing here because here, when this structure was broken, that was when I drew this line. The same thing here too. The same thing is happening. So you just click on it. You go to templates, then you see I will have new BOS here. When I click on the new BOS, this will be updated to that new BOS. All right. So anytime you have a template, assuming this one too, I have already saved. I have some already saved with a different background, different color. So once I click templates, I go like something like uh demand zone, internal bullish, valid OB. Let me use external demand block. When I click on it, you see with this one I have some colored. So depending on bearish OB, this is how that one too is looking. And it's the name applies to the kind of tool, like because this one is a rectangular shape, all the names here actually refers to something I drew with a rectangle. So if I have a supply here, the supply tool will come. So the template, internal bullish. I have a lot of things. You can just make it simple. You understand? Here, the name doesn't fit because it's just a supply zone. The name actually doesn't count, but it just helps you to be fast in your analysis. Once you know that is what you'll be doing. All right. So you see that you'll be able to mark all these points. Okay, so the next one that I would like, the next two that I would like you to be introduced to is we have the gum box to the Fibonacci levels. So this one I can just delete them, simply delete them. All right, some people instead of using this, they wouldn't, so they would just delete the path. You see, the path was we use the path to draw or follow this trend. Sometimes they don't want all this, they will just clean it, then leave the chart like this. Very simple. In this way, very simple. All right. Okay. Okay, the next one is the Fib levels, Fibonacci retracement. The retracement, the name retracement comes from like something trying to go back. You understand? To retrace. like to follow the same path. To follow the same path. So assuming I from here price rose to this place, we have price appreciating to this particular point. So here price was, you see the black label 1.334414. Then here to price was 1.38696. The fib level, once price rose from here to here, we are expecting in future price will come back to this particular same point. So as you can see, price went from here to here and it has moved from that stretch to this side. Okay, and if you want to at least follow how price will be coming back, we use the Fibonacci retracement like this. You just click from right from the bottom, then you drag to the upper part of the movement. So right from here, once you click, when you click on this, once you click, then you drag to this part, it will be like this. And here is giving me percentages. And these lines are giving me reaction points. Some people, they use, at least if they want to enter, they will target the 50% mark, or let's say the 61.8. This is 61.8. That is 0.618. And here is 0.5. The price has, at least for 61.0 or 50%, price has fairly moved. And around that zone, targeting a retracement. Once price hit this one, targeting a retracement to one of the zones sometimes is profitable. Mostly as trading confluences, once you add it to your analysis, it's going to help a lot. Some people only trade the fib levels, but for things to be simpler, this is how we do it. And it makes the chart very simple and clear. Like it makes your analysis very simple and easy to use. This one too, with time we are going to use it. So I will just hold on with this. I just want you to be familiar with the tools, yes, which is going to help us with our journey ahead. Okay, we have the gunbox tool. The gunbox tool also actually works like that, the same principle. So that one too, I start from here. I'll just click here. So you can see when price go to the 61.8 on the gunbox, there was a reaction. Around the midpoint it jumped, so 0.382. Here we have different colors. You can just click on it. Like you can see that I have different background on the gunbox. You can just click on it on the border, then you go to settings, then you change the colors for each of them. You can choose to make them transparent or something. Maybe the background I can choose to see when I click on this. The colors are actually dim, so I can just alright. So if you click on the zero, and if you want to change the zero mark to something like red, here to something like but whatever you do at the end, you just have to save them. You understand? Like all these zones. Alright, so that is the levels too. With time we may use it, but actually I don't use the gunbox, maybe the fib, as I said. We may be using the fib as a confluence if you want to get more confluence to whatever we are doing. Okay, then the next thing is how to navigate around. So if you click, you left click on it, you left click, then you hold. Once I click, I hold. You can just drag the chart around, just drag it. And if I zoom out, the price, these candles or the chart, it moves to the left. Once I zoom out, it goes to the left. Once I zoom in by clicking on the mouse, like on the scroll bar, once you do that, you see that price will be moving to the right, like trying to minimize or make it simpler for you, something like a miniature. If you click, you zoom out, it also opens, like you see that the candles are becoming bigger with time, just that they are moving to the left. Okay, so assuming I've done it like this and I want the price to at least open well for me to enter, what I do is you just click on you scroll up on the vertical bar, on the price bar. Once you continue doing it, you see that at least the candles will be becoming bigger for you to see them easily, and also for easy analysis. The other one, to you zoom out like this. Okay, with this, I'm sure it's going to help us a lot. It is going to help you a lot with your trading. And TradingView is one of the perfect tools so far. If you start using TradingView is going to help you at least know what to do around your chart and know where to place your trades, because they have flexible tools. All right, so I'll end this particular video here, and I would like to see you in my next video. Especially if you're a beginner, just make sure you come back. And also, if you also maybe you're already okay with TradingView, you don't have any problem, that is okay. It is good. Yeah. But if you find anything helpful or anything that you would like to share with us too, you can also share with us. Thank you.